I'd say what brought me to Beware was I was in my senior year of college, and so I was just kind of like, scrolling through the jobs, trying to find a job after college, and I happened upon on a website graphic artist for Beware. And I said, that sounds like something I could get behind. So I applied, and next few weeks they called me and came. I drove 6 hours for an interview here, and 4 years later, here I am. So, ta-da! I think what drew me to art for apparel was knowing that my designs and my art was going to be purchased by, I don't know how many people, but knowing that like my art was out in the world and people were enjoying it, I think that brought me joy. And I also just really love graphic tees myself, so I thought it was kind of cool to be like, hey, I designed that shirt, or like, I designed that hat. So I think what inspires me is, with my designs, is knowing that like anything I'm creating is being seen by another person. So whether it's like bringing joy to them or just like having a little laugh, I know that I'm like putting that out into the world. I enjoy seeing the customers' reactions and like their posts of like, oh, that's such a cute shirt, or like them tagging their friends or family saying like, you need this shirt, because that really like gives us stronger lines and we're able to put out better product for the customers. So I think that also helps in the creative process. Whenever I was a kid, I loved anything to do with art, but I think that's how most kids are, on like, they just love to paint and draw, but when I was a little kid, that's literally all I did. And then I don't think it was until about 3rd grade, my art teacher in 3rd grade, she like told me my art was special, which is, it's very cheesy, but I think then is when I like kind of realized that like I was like, art was something more to me than what it was to other kids at that time. So I think that's like when I really realized that art was my calling. I don't know necessarily when I got serious with art, like thinking about it job-wise or anything, but I think it would be probably when I went to college for art, which most people wouldn't go to college for an art degree, but I did. So I think my creative process would be whenever we get assigned a new like direction or like a new line that we're looking for. I get inspired by music a lot, so I'll like turn on whatever like mood or like genre I feel like the line would go in. So like for Mother's Day, I do like 70s, 80s, and I can't tell you rhyme or reason why I do that, but and then like for camping, I listen to like folksy and like sometimes like classic rock. But then I think after like putting that music on, it helps me kind of like focus in. And then I would say that like I kind of, scroll through Pinterest or like look on the internet to see what like the new trends are, the new styles are. And I think also it helps really like, I go on like our Facebook page, like Beware's Facebook, and I just like kind of scroll through like the customers' comments and see like what they're like responding to or what they really like in the designs we've done in the past. And I try to incorporate like a little element to our new designs. And I think like also I really like to have fun and be goofy, so I kind of add that to my creative process also, not try to take it too serious. So I draw my inspiration from a couple different things. I really like vintage ads and like the like vintage inspired band tees. I just like the look of the old worn out feel to like most of those and like the history behind them. I also like the Hatch Print shop. I really like their layouts, like not only their creativity they have, but also just like their colors and just the layout designs of the posters themselves and how much like work goes into creating that, just one original print. If I wasn't doing this for art, I think, I don't really know what else I would be doing. I'd probably have my own little Etsy shop. maybe, or just doing some design work on the side, like freelancing, but I mean, I can't really imagine doing anything else. I think outside of design work, I mostly work with those mediums, but unless I'm like walking through a store or I see like scrolling through like Pinterest or something, I think like, oh, well, I could make that. So then I buy all the craft supplies and then I just don't use them. So that's like another medium I work with, is buying a ton of supplies that I never really use until way later on. So.